Doing the right thing isn't always easy, but it is necessary. I don't regret standing up for choosing governance over grievance. It is my responsibility. It is my job.
Right now at 8, history was made today in our country. House Speaker Kevin McCarthy, who hails from Bakersfield, is ousted from his position. We are following that breaking story and these.
Sequoia Mall in Visalia is expecting several big stores to open in months to come. I'm Allison Amber with the details coming up on MyTV53 News at 8. Expansion plans reveal 16 new rides could come to Disneyland Resort. I'm Emma Ott with more on that story tonight at 8.
But first, the Central Valley Fuego gets a special visit from the city of Fresno today, and that is our big local story, as your news in prime time is next.
New, local, unique with Austin Reed. You're watching MyTV53 News at 8.
Hello and welcome to this special edition of MyTV53 News. I am Austin Reed alongside our partners at Stillwell News, and we've got a special edition for you because today we are coming to you from the Central Valley Fuego FC's new training field and facility located in southeast Fresno off Olive Avenue and near the Fresno Airport. Now today we had the opportunity, along with the Central Valley Fuego, to be joined by our mayor, Jerry Dyer, and council member Nelson Esparza as they got a behind-the-scenes tour of the new facility. Obviously, the Central Valley Fuego air on MyTV53. So for the first few minutes of our news, today, we are going to be doing all Fuego coverage. We're also going to hear from Roger Slingerman from UCP Central California, also a player, a midfielder, and much more. So stay with us. Let's kick things off, though, with Mayor Dyer and Councilmember Nelson Esparza. I want to start with you, Mayor. Tell us about how important today is for the city.
Well, it's important that we have a practice facility that the Fuegos can call their own right here in Fresno. This is in southeast Fresno. But it's important that not only do they have a facility that they can call their own for practicing, but eventually to be able to call their the facility a stadium that they can play games in right here in Fresno.
And for you in this district, tell us what this means.
Yeah, it's really important to have facilities like this within our community. If you take a look at what this all was before, I wish we had a sort of before and after photo of just dirt lot essentially, right? And the Fuego have come in here and really invested and turned this into a bona fide training facility. And so it's really almost unrecognizable from what it was prior. And so I know from a city standpoint, and we appreciate that type of investment. We appreciate their presence in the community. And really, when you set up facilities like this around the community, that's sort of dual purpose. You're keeping sort of some of those bad elements out of these certain properties, and you're bringing this great activity here to this neighborhood.
I want to talk a little bit about the pro side of things. Central Valley Fuego FC, now the highest team in the Central Valley. I would imagine that we're just getting started.
Yeah, I think this is a beginning to a very, very bright future for the Fuegos. I do know that there's a potential for them to be elevated to a higher level, even beyond where they are today. That's important for our city. The higher the level of soccer that they're playing, the more their fan base is going to increase, the more likely people are to come into our community, to stay overnight, spend money, increases our economy or revenue for the economy. But it's important that we have professional sports in Fresno. We have the Grizzlies, although they're single A now, they used to be triple A, and we're working on getting them back. But having professional sports in any city is important, and it definitely is in Fresno.
And tomorrow at the game on Wednesday, this is the final home game of the season, but the United Cerebral Palsy Foundation of Central California and then the CARE organization. That's going to be kind of the way to say goodbye to the season. You had mentioned community, and the Fuego works with these groups. That's cool.
No, it's more than cool. I mean, it's cool is an understatement.
Yeah.
I mean, we love to see that. We love to see a team that invests in the community and a community that's really bought in to the team and their success. I mean, it really creates for a very symbiotic and healthy relationship between the team and the city, team and the people of the city. And so it's great to see them forming and sustaining those relationships between them and those organizations.
Very good. Anything else, guys? Anything I missed? Anything you wanted to throw out there?
Well, I think this practice field is important. We have it's multi-purpose. They're allowing the Fresno Heat soccer players to come out on weekends. This will be, I'm sure, a facility that many in the neighborhood are going to be able to take advantage of. And so we appreciate the Fuegos. We appreciate the support that they give to our community. And we need our community to reciprocate and give that support right back to them.
Yeah. And lastly, if there's some resident out there who wants to start a petition to get the mayor in some cleats and get out here and practice, we'd all love to see it. We'd all love to see that.
Yes. Okay, have an ambulance on standby.
I see the story ambulance over there, so whatever. And our thanks to the mayor and council member Esparza. Let's hear now from Victor Falk. He's a midfielder with the Fuego, who's been around for just a couple of seasons. And we are here now with Victor Falk, and he has been with the Fuego now for 2 years. This is your second season. Originally from Sweden, you've been here, like I said, a couple of years now. When you got here, there was not a training facility. Now there is.
Yeah, we started out at the local Tice Park, and that definitely came with its adversities. So to be able to have this facility now has definitely been a step up for the club. And I know there's a lot of behind-the-scenes things going on to improve it. So looking towards the future, I think this facility is going to provide a lot of good things for the club.
Tell me a little bit, you're a midfielder. How important is it to have equipment and training facilities that are up to par?
Yeah, I think the environment that you're in on a daily basis is a huge factor in how you go by performing. So to be able to have everything in one place is huge for everybody, including the staff and all the players.
The mayor was out here, city council was out here. That's got to be pretty cool, right?
Yeah, we're always at the airport flying from places to places. I always hear his voice in there, so it's good to finally see him in person. So, yeah.
Tell me a little bit about, last game is tomorrow. Obviously, it's been a tough season. But it sounds like you guys are now kind of, you got to look towards the future.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, we faced pretty much all the adversity you can possibly face this year. Players has been injured, player performance. We've gone through 3 coaches, different training facilities. Everything that couldn't go our way has pretty much that's how it's gone. So I think there was a stretch of about 10, 11 games where we lost by 1 goal. So we're not getting blown out. We're in these games we're right there. So we just need a couple more pieces, I think, and this club will be able to put together a much better season next year.
All right, very good. Victor, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good to meet you. Appreciate it. At the time of filming now, the guys are actually scrimmaging, getting ready for tomorrow. Somebody else that's going to be there is Roger Slingerman. He is the executive director of UCP, United Cerebral Palsy of Central California. Let's hear from him now.
Yeah, tomorrow night we have the Fuego invited the United Cerebral Palsy, our students, staff, faculty, and program to come out here to be part of the game. They've given us vouchers for the games. And what we've also done, is we've opened it up to all the disability programs that are part of the regional center system here in the Central Valley. So we're hoping to invite about 1,000 people to come out to the game. We're hoping to get a couple hundred people out here because a lot of them will be the first experience going to a soccer game, professional soccer game here in Fresno to watch the Fuego. part of this, which is exciting for us, is not just this year, but for future years, to come out here, do some clinics for our students so they can come out and interact with the soccer players. The soccer players can come over and do it at our facilities so they can see the bigger community piece of what we want to do. It's not only us coming to their community, but also the community coming to us. So we're excited about the Fuego. We're excited about the Fuego being here. What a great practice site, practice facility, and hopefully in the future they'll have a new facility so that we can go enjoy the games.
So tell me a little bit about tomorrow night. So it's kind of walk us through what's going to happen.
So tomorrow night, basically, it's just people bring the voucher. They come to the game. They bring their families. They can come early if they want to tailgate. It's just like any other participant. And what they've done though is they've made it affordable for us to come in and attend to the game. And a lot of the people in the program, sometimes they don't have enough. We've got, as a matter of fact, a couple foster groups coming in addition to about 10 or 12 different programs with disabilities that'll attend the program as well. So it's funny because a lot of our guys they can't afford to come when you're bringing 10, 12 people from a group home or 10 family members of 5 or 6. So now they've made it affordable so they can go get the experience, and hopefully in the future they'll be able to get to more games.
To see the mayor out here, to see Nelson Esparza out here, that support, do you feel it?
Absolutely. The mayor, since I've been here, even before when he was working in the Sheriff's Department, he's always been very supportive of persons with disabilities, the community, and what we're trying to do. And all the different supervisors in the different areas. I always say I need to make a plug though, because we need to get our permit done faster. But that's another story. But in all honesty, they've always been supportive of what we do. We've never had issues in that respect. We're state funded. We do a lot of good things, state and federal funded. We do a lot of great things as a community. We want to continue to do more. We always want to pay our staff more and do the right things. Because that's the toughest part, right, with the compressions. But other than that, man, the city of Fresno County has nothing but great to us in the program.
Well, come on out again tomorrow night, Wednesday, 7:30 is when the game starts, and make sure you check it out because UCP, you guys do amazing work.
Well, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Roger. Well, it sure was a fun morning out here at the Central Valley Fuego FC new training facility. Of course, the game is tomorrow night. If you can't make it, you can watch live on MyTV 53. Hey, we are going to head into the news center coming up after the break because we're just getting started. We're taking a look at some of the other top stories on this Tuesday. Emma Ott will join us with details about Disneyland. They've got some new projects they're working on. Plus, tomorrow in San Francisco, thousands of people are expected to start saying their goodbyes to Dianne Feinstein. And we'll take a look at your weather. You're watching MyTV 53 News, and we'll see you from the studio coming up in a little over 2 minutes.
This is MyTV 53 News.